Think motorcycles are out of your budget? Think again. Because right now you can grab a brand new motorcycle for less than the cost of your phone or laptop. No 10 grand, no 5 grand, not even close. Today we're running through the 15 cheapest motorcycles you can buy in America right now. These aren't beat-up junkers either. We're talking brand new street fighters, cruisers, dual sports, and mini-motos that deliver serious fun for crazy low prices. And wait until you see number one. It is so insanely cheap, you won't believe it's brand new. Locked and loaded at number 15, KTM 390 Duke. If you are looking for a motorcycle that delivers sharp styling, real performance, and cutting-edge features without torching your savings account, the KTM 390 Duke is hard to ignore. This machine proves that you do not need a massive engine or a sky-high budget to have a thrilling ride. At its heart sits a 400 cubic centimeters single-cylinder engine that pumps out about 45 horsepower and nearly 30 pound-feet of torque. That may not sound like much on paper, but pair it with the Duke's lightweight frame, and you get a bike that feels alive on city streets and absolutely playful in the curves. The newest version piles on premium touches like adjustable suspension, a bright 5-inch TFT display, Bluetooth connectivity, and even cruise control. Those are luxuries you usually find on bikes costing twice as much. Price is where the Duke really seals the deal. Brand new, it slides in just under $6,000 in the US, while clean used examples typically fall in the $4,000 to $6,000 range. That means you are getting European design and premium features for less than the cost of many Japanese middleweights. The KTM 390 Duke is living proof that affordable does not have to mean stripped down or boring. It is fast enough to thrill, light enough to handle with ease, and stylish enough to turn heads wherever you park it. And if you want that same sense of fun, but wrapped in a pure sport bike package, the next motorcycle on our list might be exactly what you're after. Hitting the apex at number 14, Yamaha R3. For riders who want the sharp looks of a super sport without the intimidating price tag or sky-high power, the Yamaha R3 is one of the smartest picks you can make. It captures that race bike DNA but keeps things manageable, fun, and affordable. Power comes from a 321cc parallel twin engine, making just over 40 horsepower, more than enough for everyday commuting, weekend twisties, or even a track day if you are feeling bold. The 2025 model sharpens things up with sleek aerodynamic bodywork, a sportier stance, and a modern LED lighting package that would not look out of place on a bigger, pricier machine. Brand new, the R3 starts just above $5,000 in the US, and used models often land in the $4,000 to $6,000 range. Factor in Yamaha's reputation for reliability, and it is easy to see why the R3 holds value so well. But of course, Yamaha is not the only brand aiming to dominate the entry-level supersport scene. Kawasaki has its own contender that just might steal the spotlight. Grinding gears into number 13, Kawasaki Ninja 400. The Kawasaki Ninja 400 has earned its reputation as the best bang-for-buck sport bike on the market. It is proof that entry-level does not have to mean boring. At its core sits a 400cc parallel twin engine, producing around 45 horsepower, paired with a lightweight chassis that makes the bike quick, forgiving, and a blast to throw into corners. It is also one of the most affordable ways to own a motorcycle with genuine Ninja DNA. A brand new Ninja 400 can be had for just over $5,000 in the US, while clean used examples typically fall between $3,200 and $4,700. That balance of approachable pricing and real performance makes it a favorite for both new riders and seasoned commuters. Sharp styling, confidence-inspiring handling, and Kawasaki's rock-solid reliability seal the deal. If the mix of sharp looks, approachable power, and great value in bikes like the Ninja 400 sounds like your kind of ride, or if you just love exploring what makes motorcycles so addictive, hit that like button, subscribe, and keep riding along with us through the rest of this list. And of course, not everyone wants fairings and clip-ons. If you would rather peel away the bodywork and let the attitude shine through, the next bike strips things back to a street fighter's raw energy. Hammering in at number 12, Yamaha MT-03. If you want a motorcycle that feels sporty but still stays approachable and affordable, the Yamaha MT-03 deserves your attention. It takes the same playful DNA of Yamaha's R-Series sport bikes and strips it into a lightweight upright street fighter that is tailor-made for city life. The MT-03 is powered by a 321cc liquid-cooled twin that delivers around 42 horsepower. On paper, that might sound modest, but on the road it translates to smooth, eager acceleration and plenty of confidence for everyday riding. Its upright ergonomics and low seat height make it friendly for beginners, while the sharp styling, LED lighting, and digital dash give it the modern flair riders want today. At just under $5,000 brand new in the US, it is one of the cheapest ways to own a bike with true sport bike engineering underneath. What makes the MT-03 even more appealing is its versatility. It is light enough to dart through traffic with ease, but still stable enough to handle highway cruising without feeling stretched thin. For riders looking to save more, the used market is stacked with low-mileage examples in the $3,000 to $4,500 range, making it a smart buy without draining your wallet. Compared with rivals in the same price bracket, the MT-03 often wins riders over thanks to its balance of reliability, fun factor, and everyday comfort. It is proof that you can get a stylish, dependable naked bike without overspending. And if you want something even more rugged, a quirky machine that trades city polish for fat tires and go-anywhere character, the next motorcycle on our list is unlike anything else you will find at this price. Claiming traction at number 11, Yamaha TW200. If there is one motorcycle that proves you do not need big horsepower or a big budget to have big fun, it is the Yamaha TW200. This quirky little dual sport has been around for decades, and for good reason, it just works. Brand new, the TW200 lists for just under $5,000 in the US, making it one of the most affordable dual sports on the showroom floor. Look to the used market and you will find clean late model bikes in the $4,000 range, with older examples often dipping below $3,000. That puts reliable adventure well within reach for almost any rider. Underneath, it runs a 196cc air-cooled single that is simple, durable, and surprisingly capable. But what really sets the TW apart are those iconic fat tires. They give this bike a go-anywhere personality, whether it is sandy trails, gravel back roads, or even a snowy driveway. The TW keeps chugging along with steady confidence. Pair that with a low seat height and lightweight build, and you get a machine that is unintimidating for beginners, but still loved by veterans. It will not set speed records, but that is not the point. The TW200 is about versatility, simplicity, and fun at a price almost anyone can afford. The TW200 is proof that simple can be brilliant, but not everyone wants a design that has stayed almost unchanged for decades. If you are after that same small, rugged dual sport vibe with a fresher edge and updated features, Kawasaki's KLX steps in as the natural next choice for you. Gunning forward into number 10, Kawasaki KLX 230. If you are hunting for a dual sport that keeps things simple, affordable, and rock-solid reliable, the Kawasaki KLX 230 should be high on your list in 2025. Brand new, the non-ABS version starts at just under $5,000, while the ABS-equipped model adds a few hundred more. Even with the usual destination fee tacked on, this is still one of the best-priced dual sports you can roll out of a showroom today. On the used market, the savings get even sweeter. Recent 2022 and 2023 models often trade hands between $3,400 and $4,500, and if you do not mind a few extra miles, older examples can be found for even less. That makes the KLX 230 a smart buy, whether you are chasing your very first bike or simply looking to stretch your dollars further. Power comes from a fuel-injected, air-cooled 233 cubic centimeter single, paired with a smooth 6-speed gearbox. It is not going to tear up highways, but that is not the point. This machine is about balance, lightweight, easy manners, and confidence both on pavement and on the trail. The long travel suspension, ground clearance, and dual-purpose tires make it more capable than its price tag suggests, while the S trim's lower seat height welcomes newer riders. Yes, the horsepower is modest and the suspension travels slightly shorter on the lower model. But for a bike that offers dependability, fuel efficiency, and genuine fun at this price, the KLX 230 proves that small displacement, dual sports still deserve a place in your garage. And following this capable green machine, we head to another budget-friendly ride that takes affordability in a slightly different direction. At full tilt for number 9, Royal Enfield Meteor 350. 350 has quickly become one of the most attractive budget cruisers on the market, and it absolutely earns its place in this countdown. This motorcycle manages to combine timeless cruiser style with modern practicality, all while keeping the price comfortably low. At the heart of the Meteor sits a 349cc single-cylinder engine that produces just over 20 horsepower and 19 pound-feet of torque. It is not about blistering speed. Instead, it delivers a relaxed, steady pull that makes city commutes and weekend highway rides genuinely enjoyable. The low seat height, stretched wheelbase, and well-cushioned saddle emphasize comfort, while a slip-and-assist clutch ensures gear changes feel smooth and effortless. Royal Enfield did not skimp on features either. The Meteor comes equipped with dual-channel ABS, lid lighting, a semi-digital dash, even a handy USB charging port. Add in real-world fuel economy that hovers near 90 miles per gallon, and you have a motorcycle that is both practical and economical. Brand new, the Meteor 350 starts under $5,000 in the US, and the used market often brings clean examples between $3,000 and $4,000. That makes it a cruiser with style and substance at a price almost anyone can reach. And if you like the Meteor's laid-back personality, but want something a touch smaller and more beginner-focused, the next motorcycle should catch your eye. Pushing boundaries at number 8, Honda Rebel 300. Few motorcycles capture the spirit of an entry-level cruiser as perfectly as the Honda Rebel 300. It blends approachable performance, sleek styling, and wallet-friendly pricing, making it a top contender for anyone stepping into the world of cruisers. At the core is a 286cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine paired with a 6-speed gearbox and a slipper clutch. The setup delivers smooth, predictable power that is forgiving for first-time riders, yet satisfying enough to keep you smiling on longer journeys. A low 27-inch seat height ensures nearly anyone can flat-foot at a stop, while its light 364-pound frame makes handling intuitive and stress-free. Honda's design choices also give the Rebel a distinctive presence. With blacked-out styling, a minimalist frame, and updated suspension, it looks tougher than its displacement suggests while still offering comfort on daily commutes. Add in excellent fuel economy, and you get a motorcycle that is as practical as it is stylish. New models hover just under $5,000 in the US, while used Rebels often range between $2,300 and $4,000 depending on mileage. That makes it one of the most affordable and reliable cruisers available today. Honda's Rebel has that dark, urban, cool vibe locked down. But maybe your style is less about blending in and more about standing out with classic lines and timeless presence. That is exactly where the Hunter makes its mark next. Lighting the track at number 7, Royal Enfield Hunter 350. Retro style, modern reliability, and a sticker price that feels almost too good to be true, the Royal Enfield Hunter 350 proves that cheap does not have to mean boring. Priced at just under $4,000 brand new, it lands squarely in the budget zone while still carrying the charm and heritage of a brand that has been building motorcycles for over a century. Powering the Hunter is a 349 cubic centimeter air and oil-cooled single-cylinder engine, making just over 20 horsepower and about 20 pound-feet of torque. On paper, that sounds modest, but on city streets, it comes alive. The lighter chassis, shorter wheelbase, and lower seat height make it more nimble than any other Royal Enfield before it. Riders praise how easily it slips through traffic, balances at low speeds, and still has enough grunt to stretch out on open roads. Fuel economy averages between 70 and 80 miles per gallon, keeping running costs low. And in the used market, clean examples typically land in $4,200, making it one of the most affordable modern motorcycles you can buy without feeling like you settled. The Hunter is about culture as much as commuting, a machine that blends timeless looks with everyday practicality. Then following this city-friendly retro, we move to something entirely different, a mini-sized street fighter from Kawasaki built to prove that small can still be seriously fun. Firing hard into number 6, Kawasaki Z 125 PRO. If you think a small motorcycle cannot deliver big thrills, the Kawasaki Z 125 Pro is here to prove you wrong. For just $3,699 brand new and often closer to $3,100. If you catch a dealer discount, this pint-sized street fighter gives you a ticket to the Kawasaki family at a price few rivals can match. At its heart is a fuel-injected, 125 cubic centimeter single mated to a 4-speed gearbox. It may sound modest, but when you combine that engine with a featherweight chassis under 225 pounds, the result is razor-sharp handling that feels alive in city traffic and tight back roads. Add in aggressive bodywork, modern LED lighting, and upright ergonomics, and you get a mini-naked bike that looks and feels far more expensive than it is. Used models from 2021 through 2024 routinely sell between $2,500 and $3,200, often with barely any mileage. That narrow price gap between new and used proves just how much riders trust its reliability and how strong demand remains. Cheap to buy, cheap to run, and impossible not to enjoy, the Z125 Pro is living proof that sometimes the smallest motorcycle can deliver the biggest smile. Then following this playful street fighter, we move to a machine that redefines affordability in the mini-moto world. A Honda that built an entire cult around fun at a fraction of the price. At number 5, Honda Grom. Few motorcycles have built a cult following quite like the Honda Grom. Launched as a small machine with a big personality, it has earned its place among the top 15 cheapest motorcycles you should buy right now. Brand new in 2025, the Grom carries an MSRP of just $3,599. Many dealers drop that even lower, closer to $3,300. And even the upgraded SP and ABS versions add only $100 or $2 to the price tag. That means real options without draining your wallet. Power comes from a 124 cubic centimeter air-cooled, fuel-injected, single paired with a 5-speed gearbox. At barely 225 pounds, the Grom is effortless to ride. Agile in traffic, playful on back roads, and approachable for brand new riders, thanks to its low seat height and light clutch pull. It is a motorcycle designed to make every trip fun, whether it is a daily commute or a weekend run to the cafe. Used models from 2020 through 2024 often sell between $2,500 and $3,500, holding their value thanks to strong demand. Combine that with outstanding fuel economy at over 160 miles per gallon, and you have one of the cheapest motorcycles to own long-term. But what if you want to leave the pavement behind? Then you'll need something very different, a full-sized dual sport that trades cafe runs for dirt trails. That's where you step up with our next pick, a rugged machine built to take you places. The Grom simply can't. The powerhouse at number 4, CS CTT 250 Enduro. For riders chasing adventure on a budget, the CSC TT 250 Enduro is hard to beat. It is a full-size dual sport designed to handle both city pavement and rugged trails, giving you true versatility in a lightweight, easy-to-maintain package. With a 230 cubic centimeter air-cooled single producing 16 horsepower and paired to a 5-speed transmission, this machine delivers just the right balance of power and control for everyday use. Its knobby tires, 309-pound frame, and decent ground clearance make it surprisingly capable when the road gets rough, yet it still feels approachable and forgiving for newer riders. Add in CSC's reputation for DIY-friendly support, free maintenance tutorials, and a 1-year warranty, and you have a bike that builds confidence while keeping ownership simple. And the best part? All of this comes brand new for just under $3,000, with used models often dipping closer to $1,700. That is insane, but it's nothing compared to what we have left in our countdown. Following this taming of trails on a shoestring budget, it's time to return to the concrete jungle, where a tiny Honda scooter packs more style and innovation than most full-size motorcycles. In the final three, the Honda Ruckus. Few machines have the same underground reputation as the Honda Ruckus. This scooter doesn't try to hide its bones. With its exposed frame, rugged styling, and stripped-down design, it has become an icon among riders who want practicality with a side of raw personality. It is equal parts urban tool and cultural statement, built to look tough while staying simple to ride. At the heart of the Ruckus is a 49 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled single paired with a V-matic automatic transmission. No gears to shift, no clutch to worry about. Just twist the throttle and go. Combine that with a super low 28.8-inch seat height, featherweight build, and triple-digit miles per gallon fuel economy, and you have one of the most user-friendly rides on the market. Best of all, it stays cheap. Brand new for under $3,200 or used from around $1,500. The Ruckus proves you can have personality, practicality, and insane efficiency for next to nothing. But you might be blown away when you meet the next bike. A cafe-inspired ride that looks like a custom build yet costs less than most entry-level motorcycles. This is where cheap meets seriously cool. Almost the king, but not quite. Number 2, CSCSG 250 San Gabriel. If you have ever wanted a cafe racer without the sky-high price tag, the CSCSG 250 San Gabriel delivers exactly that. This machine blends retro charm with modern practicality, giving riders a stylish entry point into motorcycling that looks custom straight from the factory. Its classic lines, black-spoked wheels, and minimalist stance set it apart from the pack, making it one of the most eye-catching budget motorcycles on the road today. Beneath that vintage-inspired look is a simple but proven formula. A 230 cubic centimeter air-cooled single paired with a 5-speed gearbox. It is light at just 273 pounds, easy to maneuver, and confident enough to hold a steady 70 miles per hour on the highway. For new riders or city commuters, that balance of approachable power and everyday usability is hard to beat. What makes the San Gabriel truly impressive is the list of features packed into such an inexpensive package. You get inverted front forks, dual adjustable shocks, disc brakes front and rear, a locking gas cap, and even a full digital dash with gear indicator and fuel gauge. Upgrades that many bigger name brands leave out of bikes costing thousands more. And here is where it all comes together. Brand new, the San Gabriel sells for around $2,150 to $2,495. On the used market, well-kept examples often dip closer to $1,400, making this cafe racer one of the cheapest ways to own a stylish, reliable motorcycle in 2025. But here's the twist. There's still a brand new motorcycle in America that makes even the San Gabriel look expensive. A machine priced so low, it almost feels like it slipped through the cracks of today's market. And that's the one waiting for us at the very top of this list. At the very summit, number 1, Honda Navi. If you are searching for the absolute cheapest new motorcycle you can buy in America, the Honda Navi takes the crown. Small, nimble, and impossibly fun, it blends the convenience of a scooter with the styling of a mini motorcycle, creating a ride that feels more playful than practical. Yet it manages to excel at both. Its light frame and compact design make it incredibly easy to handle. Perfect for city streets, short commutes, or new riders who want confidence without intimidation. Under the body sits a 109 cubic centimeter air-cooled single-cylinder, 4-stroke engine, producing about 8 horsepower and 9 pound-feet of torque. Paired with a smooth automatic transmission, the Navi is effortless to ride, capable of keeping up with city traffic while sipping fuel at an astonishingly low rate. Its seat height and low weight make it approachable for almost anyone, and maintenance is simple, inexpensive, and worry-free. Used models are just as enticing, often found between $1,500 and $2,100, giving budget-conscious riders a chance to save even more. Brand new, the Honda Navi starts at just under $2,000, proving that affordability, fun, and reliability can coexist in a single, unforgettable motorcycle. And if this countdown got you thinking about which motorcycles are the smartest buys right now, and you want even more stories, tips, and deep dives into bikes that deliver value without compromise, click the video on your screen, like, and subscribe to stay connected with us. Your next ride might be closer than you think.